Oh my god.
Carry the knife. Yep. Hey guys, I'm Jake.
One more time. Hey guys! So pause.
Hey guys, I'm Jake.
I'm Adrian.
And together we are the two crazy cat ladies. Today we're going to take you on our journey to feeding your own balanced homemade diet for cats.
Balanced is the key word because for years we have been feeding our boys a species-appropriate, pre-made raw food diet for our babies, which they love and is so good for them, but we've really lacked the confidence to do it ourselves because it seems a little complicated, like there's a lot of ingredients.
And we're so scared of getting it wrong. So today we're taking this first step and we're bringing you along with us so that we can do this together. Watch to the very end and we will give you step-by-step instructions on exactly how to do this right. Let's jump in.
If you're into feline nutrition, you're probably freaking out right now. No, this is not for our babies, but we really had to change our mindset into thinking about all the ingredients that go into a raw food diet and realize how many ingredients go into a simple, healthy dinner that we make for ourselves on a regular basis. This is braised cabbage. We'll be making this a little bit later. So in comparison, there's really not that many ingredients that you have to get. These are actually all the ingredients that you need for a fully balanced raw food diet for your cats. We're making a large batch, so here we have 4 pounds of ground chicken, 4 ounces of chicken liver, 4 ounces of beef heart, 2 eggs, and we also have vitamins B and E as well as some krill oil.
And we just want to give a huge shout out and a big thank you to Bonnie Edkin from the Feline Nutrition Facebook group for giving us this recipe and helping us have the confidence to take this first step and get started feeding our own homemade diet.
And Feline Nutrition is a great resource. If you're thinking about doing this yourself, if you have questions, if you want a support group with you, Feline Nutrition, go check them out right now.
So let's get started.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna start by putting the meat in a bowl and cutting up the organ meat. We're gonna cut this up into little pieces because it's gonna make it easier to mash together, I think, in the blender. So let's put the gross stuff in there and add a little bit of water and put that to the side and get the supplement mixture together. We're gonna put the eggs in a bowl and then add the vitamin B in capsule form. Makes it easier to put in there. We're gonna add the krill oil, which is the omega-3 fatty acids. These you need to cut and kind of squeeze in there. And then we're gonna add the vitamin E, which is just a preserve. Mix it together. Let's see how this stuff mashes. Grossness. Now let's add in the egg mixture to this. Stir it up just a little bit more and mix it in the bowl. Now we just have to stir this grossness together. Okay guys, so hey, it's our first time. One thing that we just learned was that you want to make sure that the blender really blends the hearts and the livers. Obviously, it didn't blend all of the liver, so now we're kind of chopping it up with our hands, or chopping it up with a spoon. But hey, we learned, everybody's got to learn some way, right? So if you're doing this at home, make sure that you chop up the hearts and the liver. Just break that heart. Okay, so let's put that aside and talk about calcium.
I'm gonna get rid of this too, it's gross.
We are using eggshells for our calcium in this specific recipe for for 2 reasons. One reason being is that our oldest cat is 20 years old, and eggshells are much easier to process through the kidneys than bone. Now bone in, if you were to have your entire chicken ground up, bone and all, you would not need the eggshells. But we're using eggshells for our older kitty, as well as if you're following this recipe and you are a little scared of raw food, with the eggshells instead of the bone in it, you can actually cook it a little bit. And we may have to do that for our cats because we don't know if they're gonna like it or not. So, you want to take your eggshells completely cleaned inside and out, and you want to grind them up. Now, you can use something like a coffee grinder for this, but for this video purposes, we're going to put it in a Ziploc bag and crunch it up ourselves. The 2 eggs that you put into the dish should be enough for for the calcium supplements they need as far as the shells are concerned. So we're just gonna crush this up. We want to powder it, so you want to crush it up as small as possible. I used to make crushed ice this way. All right, and there you go. Now we're going to mix in powdered eggshell with the food, and this should be it. You want to make sure that you incorporate every ingredient as much as possible, so you want to stir it for probably 2 to 3 minutes just to make sure that everything is everywhere. Adrienne doesn't want to be in the camera because the thought of raw meat grosses her out. The look, the smell, the everything of raw meat grosses her out. So I think it's your turn.
Ugh. These chunks of liver freaking me out. So this is it.
Here you go, guys. This is our first attempt at making our own homemade diet for cats at home on a budget. And we'll break it down and let you know exactly how much it is. Keep watching the film. But right now we're gonna see if our babies like it. When feeding your cat, you always wanna add in supplements to their individual servings. We put in a little bit of water and add in our Catalyst enzyme formula, which is full of digestive and live metabolic enzymes. So it's good for overall health as well as digestion. We also add in OxyCat, which is fantastic for digestion. It oxidizes cells, but it also helps to kill bacteria and viruses, which is just peace of mind for us. Now let's mix it together and see what they think. You hungry? Mr. Bitters, you hungry? Oh, let's go.
What do you think, Mr. Bitters? He likes it.
He likes it. So one of the really cool things we like about the pre-made balanced raw diet we already feed, which is Rat Cat, is that their containers are reusable. So what we're gonna do is, and it's easy to measure. So what we're gonna do is we're adding in the rest of the food to these Rat Cat containers, and we're gonna freeze them. Now, side note, because we're not still 100% sure that we have this down completely right, we will be supplementing a second meal each day with either Rad Cat or Primal, which are fantastic foods. But until we know we have it completely right, we're gonna feed both.
So that was our first shot, right? It was a little bit sloppy, a little bit gross. Doing the dishes is not pleasant, but really worth it. We made 3 days worth of food for all 4 of our babies, and we cut our cost was cut more than in half.
More than in half,
which
guys.
feels really good.
And still feeding a balanced, species appropriate diet for our cats, so we didn't have to lessen quality, we just lessened cost.
That's right.
And took a little bit of time.
As you guys saw earlier, we do add supplements, so just for everyone watching this video, we're giving everybody a 10% off of our Catastic Wellness Kit, which are the supplements that we added to our raw food.
And do every day.
Homemade 101 is the coupon code. Just go to our site, homemade 101 coupon code, 10% off. Give it a shot.
On our website, twocrazycatladies.com,
TWO crazycatladies.com. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share it, leave your feedback for us too. We want to continue to learn, share, and grow together.
Amen. See you guys.